cutting a bottle has been a big challenge to many people, but it's very advantageous. From bottle you can make a lot of products, like a glass that you can use for taking beer, taking soda, taking water, etc. But many people don't know how to cut these glasses to make them useful, because also is a way to recycle the rubbish. Instead of throwing them away, you can use them in some practical work at home. So here I'll show you how to make use of the used bottles. Like this one is a green one from outer wine, so I took the bottle away so that I can cut it well. So you start like this, you take a wick and then you surround it around. You see there, you measure where you want to cut. After measuring it, so you make sure you put a little bit of alcohol. I use kerosene in my case, and then you take that wick you already measured, you put it into that alcohol or kerosene. You make sure that is well dipped into alcohol, and then a bottle that you have cut. But make sure you put some water, and that water should be marking the line between the place where you want to cut and the remnant of the bottle. So like this. So I'm checking the level of water. After making sure that the wick is well surrounding the area that I want to cut, then you take away the proceeding parts of the wick, so that it only remains that part you want it to be burnt the time it cuts the bottle. Remember, if you leave any part extra, there will be no equal burning of the wick. So after that, you put on the fire, and then you make sure that this fire will light on equally throughout the wick around the bottle, in the place where you want your bottle to be cut. So unfortunately here there is a lot of wind, but anyway, I believe things will be okay. Yes guys, so this is the way you do. You leave the bottle to burn through the wick, just like this. You count some seconds. Then after this much, then you have to take, you can hear the creaking sound. It means that the bottle is already cut itself, and then like this now, it is already cut itself. So now you have to use the sandpaper to make sure that you get that the desire you want to get the perfections of the bottle. So here we go for the test number 2. Also, you do the same. You tie your wick just as usual. So you continue the same procedure. You cut down the proceeding parts of the wick. In my case, I had to buy wicks from the shop nearby, and also I went to buy the kerosene mafuta from one of the shops, so that I get it, because I tried several times at home using the cooking oil, using the normal alcohol that is used for sanitization. It did not work, in fact. So today I decided to take another kind of kerosene, this one, and you dip the wick inside, and then after dipping it, you prepare your bottle with water until the level you want it to be cut. Mind, you can even use another method where you not need even water, but water helps to make a very clear cut between a place where you want to cut and where you want not to cut. So you make sure that the bottle is filled up to the place where you want it to be cut, and the water also makes it easier to be cut because it doesn't allow the other part to be destroyed as it increases in that area where the wick will be passing. So you turn back the wick that is full of kerosene, and then after being satisfied, make sure that your hands are dry, and then you light on the wick, and that wick will start burning equally. Unfortunately, this evening there are a lot of winds, so that it's not easy for the wick to burn equally. And also, when I was filling in the bottle with water, it happened that some places went wet from water, and then it's not easy for the whole wick to get burnt at a go. So this is another challenge. So look what I will do, because the wick doesn't burn all equally like this side. It means that there will be some issues here. So what do? I think I have to pour down the water, and then I will try a dry bottle test. So I try to light on the wick in the place where it's against the wind. And also this place, unfortunately, there was a lot of humidity from water that I was using to fill in the bottle, so I made a mistake. At the same time, I see that this bottle is getting ready to be broken in some other parts, so I'm preoccupied with this. So what I do, I decided to pour out water that was inside the bottle, but I pour it out, rotating the bottle so that it at least gets hot all the same, all the places equally. So I start rotating the bottle to make sure that this wick, which is rekindled, it helps to burn or to hit these sides of the bottle that was not reached by the fire. So I continue to breathe for it in the other side where wind blow away the flame. It needs some patience, this work really. So works continues as you rotate it. Unfortunately, this time it will not help, so I put it into water. I put a bottle into a deep water. Unfortunately, this boy was taking a video, could not follow me well, but I put it just into water, and the bottle broke like this. So I have this part, you see, I managed to make a cut. Now what you need to do is take a part of sandpaper, and you make sure that you use that sandpaper to smoothen the outer openings of these bottles that you have cut, so that you can use it as a cup, or use it as a glass. You can take beer in, you can take juice in, you can take anything you want, but also you can use it as a van to put in flowers. Okay, thank you. So we had a cottage visit with the other friend of mine that will show you the other way of doing this. So this is a Brazilian friend. He will show you using the rubber bands. He uses rubber bands, he ties them like this, and then you'll see the procedure. Just follow. After tying the rubber bands equally, finding the lining that will be dividing this bottle to where he wants to cut, then he prepares the water, and then he puts also alcohol gel in the middle of the rubber bands, and then after that he puts on fire. The fire will be burning around these two rubber bands, burning it to that point that you want to cut. After that, you take that wet cloth, and then you see it's cut into two equal parts that you wanted to cut the bottle. So you continue the exercises of cutting the other bottles using the same method of fire and the rubber bands. And there is another simplest method where you don't need any wick. You just have to put your bottle in a standing place like this, and then you put a candle, and then you allow it to burn the bottle, to hit the bottle until when it gets hot. Then you put in the wet cloth like this, and then you are already done. You have cut your glasses into two. So there are a lot of methods that you can use to cut the glasses, only that it depends with your disposition. You can use the alarm and other things. So this is the first video I show you. Tomorrow I'll bring you some more videos on how to cut these kinds of bottles the way you like. So we'll also see how to cut this one, as you see.
It's the first time of today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy.
Yeah, so guys, it's easy and simple way of recycling our bottles. Remember, the bottles you are throwing away, they don't decompose. They take a long time to get decomposed. So this is the way, is the method to recycle our bottles. Now, if you have watched this video, I hope you will no longer throw away the bottles, and you will make it useful for the other products. Even if you don't do it, you teach others to do it so that they can make use of the used bottles instead of throwing them away to deteriorate our environment. I thank you for your company, for your time. So make sure that you subscribe so that you get the next episodes that I'll bring you about various uses of these bottles. Right now I'm in communication with some other members who have got these experiences, so that they can allow me to use their experiences also to show you how to make different versions from these bottles. So thank you very much, and get tuned to this channel, and also teach others to recycle bottles so that making our environment a better place. Until next episode, it's Area 16.